If there's one thing we know about the ocean, it's that it's incredibly vast. Water covers roughly 97% of our planet's surface. This is a fact that you probably already know. But did you know that among that 97%, only 5% has actually been properly explored? Because of the depth of the ocean and extreme water pressure, exploration has been difficult and slow. But despite the fact that only 5% of the ocean's been scoured, scientists still have made some incredible finds. So in today's video, we're looking at 14 of these finds. Let's dive in. Wait, a river? In the ocean? Is that even possible? Yes, the discovery of the river, announced on August 1st, 2010, was made by scientists at the University of Leeds and is the first of its kind in the world. Although it may be difficult to imagine, it's entirely possible for an ocean to hold a river. It's a difficult notion to understand, yet it's essentially the same as any river on land. At the bottom of the Black Sea is a river full of trees, foliage, riverbanks, waterfalls, sediment, and flowing waters. The river's remarkable in that it would be the 6th biggest in the world if the official definition were followed. Even though the sarcastic fringehead has been found on the ocean's surface, it prefers to live at depths of several hundred feet. This territorial fish is distinguished by its unusual look, particularly its big mouth. Despite the fact they grow to be around a foot long, when extended, their mouth can appear to be as large as the fish itself, giving them an unusual yet menacing appearance that seems like something out of a sci-fi movie. The fear of dark waters may be overpowering for many people since they don't know what's down there. The Mariana Trench is the only site in the world where this fear is palpable. This depression in the Pacific Ocean is known as the deepest place on Earth, reaching well over 36,000 feet. To put that in perspective, even if the world's tallest peak, Mount Everest, were to sit at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, it'd still fall well over a mile short of the ocean's surface. The depth and immensity of the ocean become all too real at this point. The galleon San Jose shipwreck off the coast of Colombia, close to the city of Cartagena, was thought to be the most financially significant discovery in history, and was believed to be worth almost $17 billion. This Spanish ship, which was carrying emeralds, gold, and silver coins in the millions, sank during the conflict around the turn of the 17th century. The founders of the ship and the Colombian government have been at odds for almost 40 years over who's the true owner of the jewels. One of the most studied and well-documented underwater sites in the world is the city of Dwarka, which is also referred to as the Lost City of Lord Krishna and is situated off the coast of India. Archaeologists think the city was once one of the busiest ports in the nation. Dates back over 9,000 years until it was completely submerged beneath. The city, which is currently submerged, retains a few of its stone buildings that are still standing, along with a grid of streets that were once inhabited. This shipwreck is thought to have sunk in 1305 BC, making it one of the oldest and best preserved findings ever made. The enormous gifts and objects discovered at the bottom of the ocean floor, alongside the wreck of the Uluburun, which was discovered off the coast of Turkey in the Mediterranean Sea, led to the assumption that the ship was transporting cargo for a number of different purposes. Along with copper, clay jars, elephant and hippo tusks, ostrich eggs, ceramics, lamps, rare pebbles, instruments, and what's thought to be the golden seal of Nefertiti, jewelry, gold, and silver were discovered. The discoveries recovered from this shipwreck are amazing because they provide a fascinating look at the early days of our civilization. The black dragonfish is one of the sea's most terrifying species. Despite having a scientific name that's too difficult to say, their completely black hue mixes in with the gloomy waters they live in. They're well recognized for traveling to depths of more than 1,600 feet. The appearance of the black dragonfish is the stuff of nightmares. It has canine-like teeth, looks like a black eel, has big eyes, and is bioluminescent, which means it emits light when it wants to. The Vasa shipwreck, which was discovered in the 1950s and was regarded as significant by archaeologists, provided new information about naval expeditions during the 17th century, when maritime travel was at its height. A Swedish vessel named the Vasa set sail in 1628 but sank after covering only approximately 1,400 yards. Hundreds of years later, the ship's hull and the majority of the wreckage were still present. Weapons, clothing, cannons, sails, coins, and even human remains were among the items. Another lost city off the coast of India joins our list, but it's the discovery that's more remarkable than the city itself. The lack of scientific evidence for the existence of the lost pagodas led many to believe they were a myth. However, in 2004, when the devastating Indian Ocean tsunami struck, killing hundreds of thousands of people, large rock-like structures suddenly appeared from the water, and many onlookers saw them. After that, trips to learn more resulted in the discovery of the lost Mahabalipuram pagodas in India, making it an amazing discovery in terms of both what it revealed and how it was discovered. The pelican eel, also known as a gulper eel, is a deep-sea fish that dwells at depths where it's impossible to view because the sunlight cannot penetrate so far down. Because of the large size it can reach when eating prey, the pelican eel earns its name because it has a mouth that looks like a pelican. The eel's mouth has the potential to open up so widely that it may almost exceed the size of the animal's actual body, which not only makes it terrifying to look at, but also hazardous. The Relitto dei Pozzini, an Italian ship, sank more than 2,000 years ago off the coast of Tuscany. The Roman trading ship was unearthed by an Italian archaeology team in the 1980s and 1990s. But the most amazing find wasn't a treasure or any gold. Pills were found to be completely preserved within 10 cans that had been sealed for many centuries. Following a thorough investigation, scientists came to the conclusion that these pills were relics and an insight into the Romans' usage of ancient medicine, most likely as an eye treatment. A flooded sinkhole by the name of Sagyuyum is located close to the Mayapan ancient village ruins in Mexico. Due to its significance in their history as a significant religious location where sacrifices were previously made, this submerged cave has turned into something of an urban legend among the Mexican people that live nearby and around it, inspiring terror. Experts recently searched the cavern underwater, and they discovered human bone fragments all over the waterbeds, including elongated skulls that scientists couldn't fully explain. This discovery only served to increase people's apprehension about the place. Experts have not been able to properly comprehend or explain an anomaly in the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Portugal. Researchers now believe that two enormous ancient pyramids are submerged hundreds of feet beneath the surface because of measurements of a structure that were picked up by oceanic GPS equipment. These structures have a base of 8,000 square feet and are about 150 feet tall, making them fairly enormous in size. However, there's very little information about how they came to be, leaving everything up to speculation. The Zhemchug Canyon was first uncovered by experts a long time ago and is still breathtaking now. In the middle of the Bering Sea, there's a natural underwater canyon called Zhemchug that's significant to a vast array of marine life. The discovery is extremely amazing due to the canyon's immense magnitude. At 8,530 feet deep, it's over 2,500 feet deeper than the Grand Canyon. Because of how far below the surface it is, no one has ever been able to fully examine its volume. The deepest we've actually gone was in 2016 when we descended to a depth of about 2,000 feet, far below the relief's complete vertical range. Those were all the videos on our list. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave us a fat thumbs up. As always, take care and goodbye.